Have you ever wondered why some people feel more attached to objects than to other human beings? Why a shiny car, a phone, a designer bag, a piece of jewelry feels safer than emotional intimacy? Why so many of us find comfort in the things we can touch and own, but feel uneasy when faced with the unpredictable nature of another heart? The answer is not superficiality, it's not vanity, it's not materialism. It's much deeper, more human, and more painful than most people realize. To understand why people sometimes love things more than they love people, human beings, we need to explore psychology, history, neurobiology, culture, spirituality, and ultimately what it means to be human in a world that is terrified of vulnerability. If you enjoy deep conversations about psychology, spirituality, and human connection, and real life experiences, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need this message. You support me this way, and you support this channel, this content, so it can reach more people who are searching for clarity and healing. So let's start. People don't love objects because they are shallow. People love objects because somewhere along their journey, they learn that people feel and are unsafe. Objects won't hurt you. Objects don't walk away. Objects don't criticize, reject, betray, or invalidate you. Objects don't ask you to be vulnerable, open, present, or emotionally honest. But humans do. If you grew up around instability, chaos, emotional inconsistency, or unpredictable love, your nervous system learned that connection is dangerous and control is safety. And objects offer a sense of total control. They stay where you leave them. They respond the way you expect. They never surprise you. They never challenge your deepest wants. For someone whose heart carries scars, that predictability feels like peace. But peace and healing are not the same thing. The dopamine loop. Why things feel good but only for a while. There's also a biological component. Your brain loves novelty. The moment you buy something new, your brain floods with dopamine, the neurotransmitter of anticipation, reward, motivation. You feel alive, excited, validated, worthy for a little while. But the dopamine is temporary. It fades quickly. The new phone loses its shine. The new car loses its magic. The new clothes feel ordinary. And as the dopamine drops, emptiness appears. So the mind seeks for the next hit, the next thing, the next device, the next symbol of I matter. This creates an endless loop. Want, get, crash, repeat. Not because people are greedy, but because the world taught them to soothe emotional wants with material objects, material rewards, instead of connection, authenticity, or self-love. But objects can never fill a heart that is starving for real intimacy. the historical and cultural layers are important. History shapes more than we think. In post-communism and orthodox cultures, generations experience scarcity, oppression, poverty, and unpredictability. People learned that nothing was guaranteed, everything could be taken away, trust was dangerous, and survival was everything. In such societies, objects became symbols of safety, stability, status, proof that you've escaped the suffering of your ancestors. A home, a car, expensive jewelry, these aren't just possessions. They are shields against centuries of insecurity. In Western capitalist cultures, the story is different. People are conditioned to build their identity through what they own, not who they are. Success is measured through wealth, not emotional intelligence. Love becomes transactional, relationships become optional, and individuals look for fulfillment in consumption because that's what their world rewards. In traditional Buddhist societies, you see the opposite. Community is everything. Attachment is questioned. Compassion is a virtue. Even the poor give from the little they have, not because they have more, not because they are rich, but because they depended on one another to survive in the past. So they have other perception. Their interdependence created a generosity rooted not in abundance but in unity. But modern Asia, Japan, South Korea, China, carries another paradox. People are gentle, disciplined, respectful. They are good people, but crushed under pressure, perfectionism, shame, career expectations, and exhaustion. Real relationships feel overwhelming, and virtual partners feel easier, safer, cleaner. The human heart adapts to its environment for better or worse. Why intimacy collapses in this modern world? Well, today we live in a world that rewards attention, not connection. We scroll more than we speak. We compare more than we feel. We seek validation instead of presence. We chase distractions instead of depth. We choose convenience over commitment. Relationships require time, honesty, vulnerability, and emotional courage. Objects require none of that. And in a society that is overstimulated and emotionally undernourished, things become a tempting substitute for love. But substitutes never satisfy. That's why the world feels shallow. Not because humans have changed, but because humans have become afraid. What is the spiritual perspective? Well, my favorite spiritual guide, Bashar, explains something profound. Everything you do is either an expression of love or a request for love. People who cling to objects are not choosing objects. They are choosing protection, safety over expansion. They are choosing control over vulnerability. Bashar says that the fear of intimacy is the fear of the self. fear of looking inward, fear of being seen, fear of being known, fear of being or of not being enough, actually. And when a society vibrates predominantly in fear, it creates a world that mirrors that vibration. A world obsessed with profit, performance, competition, accomplishment, but starving for tenderness. The superficiality of the modern world is not a sign of moral decline. It's a sign of collective, emotional pain. How we can learn to love ourselves and each other again, of course. So what do we do? How do we shift from loving things to loving people? How do we evolve in a healthy way, both individually and as a society? It starts with learning to sit in peace with ourselves, with accepting ourselves, not running from our emotions, but trying to feel them, accept them, not numbing our anxiety with consumption, not hiding behind objects or identities. It starts with acknowledging that vulnerability is not weakness, but a doorway to healing. When we allow ourselves to feel, to slow down a little, to listen to our internal world, something profound happens. We begin to reconnect with our own humanity. Self-love grows when we stop abandoning ourselves in the moments of discomfort. Healing begins when we try to evolve, when we accept ourselves, and when we stop chasing external validation and start building inner worth. As a society, real transformation happens when we value emotional intelligence as much as achievements. When we teach empathy rather than perfectionism, when we create environments where people are encouraged to express themselves as they are, not suppress themselves. We grow when we remember that connection is a human need, not a luxury. That community is medicine. That compassion is strength. That authenticity is freedom. And we heal the world by healing ourselves. Each person becoming a catalyst for a more conscious, loving, profound, emotional, healthy humanity. Objects can decorate our lives, but only people can transform them. Only people help us evolve, getting us out of our comfort zone. Objects can fill our shelves, but only connection can fill our hearts. At the end of life, we don't remember the cars we drove or the devices we owned. We remember the hands we held, the hearts we touched, the moments that shaped us, the love we allowed ourselves to give and receive. If you ever felt safer with things than with people, forgive yourself. You weren't wrong. You were protecting yourself, and it's okay. But now you have the awareness to choose differently. Now you know that the real treasure isn't outside of you. It's inside you. It's within you. And between you and the people you allow into your world. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. It helps the message reach more people who really need it. And remember, the world doesn't heal through things. It heals through hearts brave enough to love again.